The fog has lifted on an all-new Silent Hill game. Silent Hill F has come to all platforms. It is a departure from series norms, and it's this guy's very first psychological horror experience. Let's get to our review of Silent Hill F. To address the elephant in the room, Elliot, how old are you?
12.
Elliot, how old are you really?
11.
Elliot is 11 years old. He's played some scary games before, most notably Resident Evil. He's played some Resident Evil titles.
Which is not scary at all. He says it's scary, it's not.
Says the guy who made me play through the dollhouse for him on Resident Evil 8.
You know why?
But besides that, moving on to the actual point that I'm trying to make, is Silent Hill F is a completely different kind of horror game than Resident Evil. Resident Evil, you carry a lot of big guns, machine guns, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, and you're blowing up monsters. Silent Hill is more about the monsters in your brain. It's more about the monsters that the hero has in their backstory and their soul and the things that are motivating them. It's a much more cerebral, thought-provoking kind of horror experience. There are some grotesque monsters and there are some very gruesome scenes, some of which I made you leave the room for. But ultimately, what's really scary about Silent Hill is the story that they're conveying. And the most interesting part to me about Silent Hill is the mystery, which I think is what really latched onto you, is just this game, this Silent Hill F, really understands what Silent Hill is all about, because the whole playthrough, and the second playthrough, and the third playthrough, and the fourth playthrough that we went on, we were just so compelled and motivated by trying to find out what is going on. What are your thoughts on your very first Silent Hill?
I thought it was great. It was definitely better than watching him play Silent Hill games or watching him play scary games or whatever game he's playing. It's way more fun playing it. It's a little harder than Fortnite or any of those games. It's like a big step up. I feel like more Silent Hill games are less actiony than this.
So what was it about? So if it's less actiony than a typical action game for you, what is it that you found so challenging?
The combat.
The combat? So the thing that's different about this kind of a game than what you're more used to is they make combat challenging, and they make health and weapons very scarce, because that feeds into the fear. That feeds into what gives you that nervous feeling of like, well, I don't have a bazillion bullets like I would in like Resident Evil 6. You have so many bullets, you don't even know what to do with them all. In Silent Hill, your weapons break down, your health depletes. And even though the bad guys don't do anything that's, very complex, they slowly eat away at your defenses and make you feel like I should be running instead of fighting, which is something
Which is a very good tip. If you, at the beginning of the game, before you buy the game, just know, run from everything. Unless it's a boss fight, then you have to fight it, but run from literally everything. There's no point. It wastes all your stamina, it wastes your health, it wastes everything.
Do you think that they did a good job of achieving panic by making your weapons break down? Okay, so we talked about the gameplay, right? It's scary and challenging. Well, let's talk about the story. And you talked about how the game doesn't really tell you everything, which I love. I love the fact that Silent Hill, it has the story there if you're willing to read it. Because
I don't like reading.
Because a lot of it comes in the notes and the journals that you find.
I have to say, the fourth and fifth playthrough, I did read a whole bunch.
That's good. I'm glad you're doing your reading, because this game really encourages you to flesh out the world with the backstory. There's like the main story that you're going through, but there is so much world building if you know where to look for it and you have patience enough to read all those journals and look into all of the history of this town. But what do you think this game was about?
So this game is about Hinako deciding what she wants to do pretty much with her life. Does she want to get married? Does she want to not get married? Does she want to get married to the person her mother and father want to pay off her debt? Or does she want to decide her own future.
And she is going through some really traumatic stuff, revolving around what it's like to grow up and the societal and family pressures that she's going through. Her parents want her to grow up and be one person. Her friends want her to do something else. Her sister wants her to do something else. And she's struggling with who she wants to be. And the best thing that Silent Hill games do when they're really firing on all cylinders in this game is it takes these fundamental core story elements and who you are as a person, the main character, who that person is, and they cater the horror to the trauma that they're going through in their life. What do you think of the monsters in this game? What did you think about them? Were they designed really well? Were they...
Let's say you're in a fight and you have a dog, a pregnant lady, and a throw-upping. Let's just say you have all the bad guys in there, and there's an option to run. If you're like me, you want to fight them because
that's what video games are, right?
Literally, the whole point of me is to fight bad guys and kill them and tear them into pieces. But once you understand the game, it's more like run for your life.
You're just a schoolgirl. You're just a schoolgirl
that is deciding her life, and monsters are trying to tear her into pieces.
And you've got a little pipe or a baseball bat.
You've got a little pipe or a baseball bat or an axe or a sword.
Running is always a good option, but you can't always run, and sometimes they'll corner you, and really the best strategy is to clear out the room or the area that you're in. But if running is an option,
do it.
How do you feel this game compares scare-wise to like a Resident Evil that you're more used to?
There are a lot of jump scares. They know when to do it. They know when you're gonna look around the corner, and then you go past that corner and they come and chainsaw you in your chest or something. Scare-wise, it's very scary.
The scares are designed very well. They have certain moments where they're playing on your senses. You'll be out in an open field and you can't see anything, but you can hear it. Certain enemies will only approach you when you're not looking. A lot of jump scares, like you said, that make your heart jump into your throat. But then
I peed once.
So that brings us to the review, the final score of Silent Hill F. How did Neobards do? How did Konami do, bringing an all-new Silent Hill game to modern players? Elliot, what are we giving Silent Hill F?
Drop the controller 5 out of 5.
Thank you so much for watching this Megadad's review. Make sure that you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got fun stuff coming every single day here at Megadad's. This is fun, fully grown.